Imagine you are standing at the very edge of a high grassy cliff. It is late at night. The air is cool and heavy with moisture. It is filled with the salty tang of the ocean mist, tasting faintly of brine and cold stone. Below you, the sea is moving. You cannot see the waves clearly in the dark, but you can hear them. The deep, rhythmic booming of the water crashing against the jagged rocks far below. It is a slow sound, heavy, powerful, consistent. The ocean breathing in, and the ocean breathing out. A thick, white fog has rolled in from the water. It wraps the world in a soft, grey blanket. It dampens all the sounds. It makes the world feel small, private, and enclosed. Up ahead, looming out of the mist, stands the lighthouse. It is a tall, white pillar, rising up into the dark sky like a silent guardian. At the very top, the great lantern is turning. A beam of warm, yellow light cuts through the fog. It sweeps across the darkness in a slow, steady rhythm. Light and dark, light and dark. A silent pulse that keeps watch over the night. You walk towards the heavy iron door at the base of the tower. The path is narrow, worn down by years of footsteps. The grass beneath your feet is soft and wet with dew. It soaks into the leather of your boots. You reach the door. It is painted a deep, glossy red, though the paint is weathered from years of salt spray. You pull the cold iron handle. The door is massive, built to withstand 100 years of winter storms. It opens with a low groan of heavy hinges. You step inside, and instantly, the roar of the ocean is muffled to a whisper. You are inside the stone shell. It is silent here, peaceful. You are in the gear room at the base of the tower. It smells of oil, ropes, and dry stone. There are coils of thick rope hanging on the walls. There are heavy canvas coats drying on brass hooks. You walk over to the shelf to check the supplies. Rows of oil cans, polished and neat. Brass tools, hanging in their specific places. Everything is in order. Everything is ready. You take off your own damp coat and hang it up next to the others. You unlace your heavy boots and leave them by the door. You slip your feet into warm, wool-lined slippers. You are leaving the outside world behind. You are sealing yourself in for the night. You walk to the center of the room. You stand at the bottom of the long spiral staircase. The steps are made of iron, painted black. They wind their way up the center of the tower like the inside of a nautilus shell. The walls are curved, made of thick, whitewashed stone that feels cool to the touch. You place your hand on the smooth metal railing. You begin to climb. Your footsteps ring softly on the metal steps. 1, 2, 3. Round and round you go, ascending slowly. With every step, you are leaving the ground further behind. You are climbing up above the fog, up into the sky. The climb is a meditation. There is no rush, just the rhythmic movement of your legs, just the smooth slide of your hand on the rail. You pause halfway up the stairs to catch your breath. You lean against the cool stone wall. You listen. Here, In the middle of the tower, you can feel the vibration of the ocean, a low hum that travels up through the bedrock and into the stone. The tower is singing quietly to itself, resonating with the power of the sea. It feels solid, unshakable. You push off from the wall and continue your climb. You climb higher. The air gets warmer as you rise. You are rising toward the heat of the lantern. You reach the top of the stairs and step onto the landing of the watchroom. This is the keeper's living quarters, a cozy, round room nestled just below the light. It is the warmest place in the tower. A small cast iron stove is burning in the corner. The fire inside glows behind the grate. It radiates a dry, intense heat that warms the curved stone walls. There is a smell of coal smoke, old paper, and coffee. You walk over to the desk. It is a curved wooden desk, built right into the wall. On the wall above it, there is a barometer made of brass and glass. You tap the glass gently with your fingernail. The needle holds steady. Pressure is stable. Open on the desk is the logbook. You pick up a pen. You dip it in the ink. You write down the time. You write down the weather. Fog thick, sea calm, light burning steady. You close the book. The work is done. The record is kept. Now, there is only the wait. You climb the short brass ladder up into the lantern room above. This is the heart of the lighthouse. In the center of the room sits the great glass lens. It is a masterpiece of engineering, a cage of brass and crystal, taller than a person. It looks like a giant, multifaceted jewel. You watch it turn. It moves on a bed of mercury, floating, frictionless, silent. The gears tick softly, a faint, clockwork sound. Tick, tick, tick. The light from the oil lamp inside passes through the prisms, magnifying, focusing, sending the beam out 20 miles across the dark water. It is hypnotic to watch. The slow rotation, the flash of light, the shadow, the flash of light, the shadow. You step back down the ladder into the cozy watchroom. You walk over to the window. The glass is thick, distorted by the salt spray. You press your hand against it. It is cold, but you are warm. You look out into the void. You cannot see the ocean anymore, only the fog and the light. You are completely isolated, separated from the land, separated from the towns, separated from the noise. It is just you, the tower, and the sea. You turn away from the window and settle into the armchair by the stove. It is an old chair, covered in soft, worn velvet, the color of moss. You sit down. The chair groans softly, accepting your weight. You stretch your legs out toward the stove. You feel the heat penetrating your socks, warming your toes. You pull a heavy wool blanket from the back of the chair and drape it over your lap. The wool is scratchy and heavy and warm. You tuck the edges in around your legs, creating a cocoon. You close your eyes for a moment, listening. You can hear the wind whistling softly around the glass of the lantern room above. You can hear the faint, rhythmic clicking of the lens turning, tick, tick, tick. And beneath it all, the deep bass rumble of the ocean. It is the heartbeat of the world. It never stops. It never rushes. It just is. You feel a heavy wave of tiredness wash over you. It starts at the top of your head, a gentle warmth flowing down your forehead, smoothing out the lines. It moves into your eyes. Your eyelids feel heavy, like thick velvet curtains closing for the night. It moves into your jaw. Your teeth part slightly. Your tongue falls away from the roof of your mouth. The feeling flows down into your shoulders. You let them drop down, releasing the tension of the climb. You let your arms hang loose. Your hands rest open in your lap, fingers uncurled and still. You feel the weight of your head against the back of the chair. It is fully supported. You do not need to hold it up anymore. The lighthouse is a cradle. It is a stone pillar holding you up in the sky, rocking you gently with the vibration of the sea. You are safe inside the shell. The walls are 3 feet thick. Nothing can get in. The wind cannot reach you. The cold cannot reach you. You watch the play of light and shadow on the curved wall of the room through your half-closed eyes. Every few seconds, the beam sweeps past overhead, casting a faint glow into the room and then fading back to shadow, bright and dim. Bright and dim. It is a visual lullaby. Your eyelids feel heavy. So heavy. You blink, and it takes a long time to open your eyes again. The fire in the stove is settling down. The coals are glowing a deep, sleepy red. The warmth is heavy in the room. You feel safe. You are protected by stone and iron. You are watched over by the light. There is nothing out there in the mist that needs your attention. The light will keep turning without you. The ocean will keep rolling without you. The world will keep spinning without you. You let go. You let your head rest heavy against the velvet. Your breathing slows down, in and out, matching the rhythm of the waves. In and out. The sound of the sea is washing over you, pulling you down, deeper and deeper, into the warmth, into the safety, into the dark. The tower stands firm, the light turns, the fog holds the world still, and you are drifting, drifting, asleep.